Every day where we from, yo, it goes down. Day to night, hood to hood, block to block, town to town. Murder, murder, kill, kill, life is hard. We coming at you live from the graveyard.
I keep you bitches 6 inches when I'm switching from Marco to ammunition. Listen, this is new for the kids in position, waiting to escape each clip and evicted. You're 6-bit, 666 each digit, profit from these licks and keep my spits prolific. In an instant, I'ma live a life like Mystic. Stay high to defy the laws of physics. Critics kiss my ass, you can witness, ever missing when I aim at a misfit. His shit ain't equipped with enough to have ammo when the King's Arch wig split. Give it a 0 when I'm a 15 like AR. You can live your life in the graveyard. Life you're not gonna take ours. I got a lot to say that just 8 bars. If you hate ours, this day might make ours. Something frightening's about to happen. Lightning strikes the mic when I be rapping. Don't even come and tell me you saw me blasted. I'll be flashing, ego smashing. Nobody will close my casket.
Live from the graveyard, 3 young riders, ammunition, King Czar, Mac Pacino.
Every day where we from, yo, it goes down. Day to night, hood to hood, block to block, town to town. Murder, murder, kill, kill, life is hard. We coming at you live from the graveyard. Murder, murder, kill, kill. Murder, murder, kill, kill. Murder, murder, kill, kill, life is hard. We coming at you live from the graveyard. No.
I'm telling them to get cheers for the reason us bitch ass niggas hate. Nigga right through my hood on go dating. Split the script from a shot erase. Somebody dropped in the middle of sex. Got his ass with a missile, now he's really wet. It's a killer set. I got mental threats, and on top of that, I'm a lunatic. My niggas be tripping on me sometimes, saying that a nigga be out his mind. So evacuate, in other words, vacate. Cause a nigga like me might premeditate. I'm full of danger. Oops, I mean anger shit, but I guess they both apply. See eye to eye, not me, my nigga. Got 20/20 vision, beat my trigger. It's lovely, ain't it, nigga? That's my bitch. We done fucked around, and this is amazing shit, untaming shit, insane shit. And every time I get done, it's an empty clip. I don't understand, but I'm on the edge. I guess I'm part of the living dead. That's what I said. From me, don't listen. Crazy, sorry, got hollows hissing. Walk with me, go kill with me, pull guns with me, come kill with me, come ride with me, go steal with me. If you don't fuck with me, you history. One life like gone, and it's sick, and the death's with me, it run blood stick. Torture chamber, bottom pit, the home of a deranged out lunatic.
Every day where we from, yo, it goes down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokyo is Tuesday. I'm happy to be here. Ryan, you all right?
Oh, I'm great, dog.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Got your church picnic basket shirt around. Or you just came from Bible study. I don't want to do that.
Hey, don't hate, player.
I
You
hate
got
you.
to change it up every once in a while.
I hate you. Okay. Chocolate girl, how you doing, chocolate girl?
Chocolate girl's doing great. How about you? You doing good?
Doing real good. Sister Sheila, how you doing, Sister Sheila?
Sheila's in the comments.
Yeah. Czar, hold on, man. Give me some energy, baby. Some energy. Goddamn. Ah! Here we go. A little something, man. I don't even know what that was. You sound like you just got out of jail. Meanwhile,
You gonna eat your own bread?
never mind. Y'all know how we do. Trash ass players coming up. Ryan, come on with these trash ass players. Let's hit it.
The player that played for San Antonio, Josh Poto. Is that his name? Primo. Why are you gonna expose yourself?
He was on what?
I don't care. Dog, you a superstar. Trash. You're trash. My next one. Tampa Bay is 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
Trash. Did y'all know Green Bay 0-7 all time in Buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
And my next one, the Raiders. The Raiders, you did not even score a damn point against the Saints. You did not score nothing. Y'all brought one of the best wide receivers over there. And y'all cannot get this man the ball to save his life? And you don't want, Lord have mercy. And Michigan State. You know what? Me and my sister Sharon just were talking about this. Okay, you lost the game. You gonna get into a fight. You gonna jump a dude. Now you gotta worry about if your scholarship gonna get taken. If you finna get kicked out of school over a fight. That don't mean nothing. Y'all won the game. Now you gotta worry about where you gonna be at next week. If you gonna even be on the team. Back to you, Dennis.
Okay, chocolate girl, what you got?
All right. Got a whole list.
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
All right. So I'm gonna start with my Steelers, who only converted 1 of 12 third downs in the game. You can't win games like that. You can't do that.
I don't think you shouldn't blame your Steelers on nothing like that. They was playing against a great team.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that comment and keep it moving. Okay. Don't care how great that team was. There's no excuse for 1 of 12.
It was a hostile environment. It was a great team. I understand.
So also the Jets, Zach Wilson and the Jets, the one time I picked them to beat New England, I've never picked them. Never. And the one time I pick them, they don't win. And dude threw 3 interceptions. Yeah, he's on my trash ass player list. The Raiders. I know Derek Carr was playing with a sore back. I know his O-line is a little suspect, but they allowed him to get sacked or hit 10 times. I know Waller's out. I know Adams and Renfro, but they're there, but they only caught 1 pass apiece. How you only catching 1 pass? I don't know what's happening with the Raiders this season, but the only thing that's different is the coach. Same players, basically, except for the wide receiver. And I thought he was going to be the savior, playing with his boy. And he looks like a shell of himself. I don't know what's going on. Then Stephon Gilmore got beat at the goal line. Is he missing a step? What's wrong with the man? Is he that old? I don't know how old he is. How old is Stephon Gilmore?
About 40.
However old he is, he might need to consider hanging it up. But anyway, he got beat bad. I mean, the play was so big, so bad. I mean, I couldn't do anything but shake my head. Sean McVay lost 8 straight regular season games to Kyle Shanahan's 49ers. 8 straight. 8. I would say Shanahan owns him. Yeah. The 49ers won that game behind Jimmy G of all people. Jimmy G beat the Rams, defending championship Rams. So they ought to be really embarrassed. Jimmy G went 21 or 25 for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. They should be embarrassed. Rams have no running game. They need to get some running game help. That's my list.
All right. What you got over there, Zah?
Just a couple, man. They hit some of mine, so I'm not going to. When they hit mine, I just take them off mine. I'm not going to, unless I really need to talk about them.
I just like to know which ones we have alike. I like that. That's so rare.
The Raiders, Derek Carr, Zach Wilson, who I already told everybody was going to be a bust, and he's about to lose his job. I also had the Bucks on there as well. I'm gonna go to Will Levis.
Hey, yo, goddamn, you gonna bust on my team. What about your team? What can you talk about your team? Damn.
I ain't talking about your team. That's giving you props.
I was gonna say about Will Levis. Damn.
Hey, man, you can jump in there too, man. You know what I'm saying? But he's this the next, blank hope and big game. And he didn't even throw for 100 yards, bro. This dude's supposed to be like the second, third quarterback taken in the draft. Some even say higher. I never bought the hype. So let's see what happened, but I'm not buying it. We're going to go to the NBA. It's early, but, I saw a couple teams, the slow starts that I'm kind of surprised with. So, it's week to week. So the Miami Heat and the Brooklyn Nets, both 2-5. A lot of people have both those teams going to the finals. And there's no reason, they should be struggling. And obviously on top of Brooklyn, breaking news that we found out Steve Nash got fired. So, all this bullshit going on, ultimatums and talking about this and that. And then they fired the dude anyway, 7 games in. So, yeah, I had to put them on my trash ass list. And, the Heat need to get their shit together. And like I said, it's 7 games, but, you guys are up there near the top as far as going to the finals. So I'm going to leave mine there. Like I said, y'all nailed some of the other ones. Go ahead, Big D.
No, I was on Rashawn. Go ahead, Rashawn.
I'm right there with you, Kings are with the Nets, but I got him on my trash ass player for just the front office in general, just period. Steve Nash should never had that job to begin with. Let's be real. So for them firing him, it wasn't really it wasn't really surprising, but that shit's trash. He shouldn't have had that job in the first place. The Raiders, what? like I'm so confused with the Raiders, but I did call the fact that Devontae Adams wasn't going to be anyway. Derek Carr, you're fucking trash. I don't care how many back injuries you have. You don't play the game. You're gonna make an excuse about the injury. The defense, you gave up 24 points. You gave up 24 points. Where was Max Crosby? Where was all these other people? I'm confused. Like, you can't just blame it on the quarterback because the quarterback don't play defense. The defense gave up 24 points though. No response. As far as anyone else, and everybody else that's trash is expected to be trash. Who did the Cardinals lose to? Because the Cardinals is trash to me too.
No,
They lost to the Vikings. The Vikings is a good team.
They should have won that game. They should have won that game.
No, they
But the
shouldn't.
Vikings are actually the
Not
Vikings.
The Giants, that's what the hell you get. That's what the hell you get. All that, we got this great defense, but y'all got the same problem that the Cowboys had with their good defense. You can't stop the run. That's how you lost. Shout out to Kenneth Walker. Yeah, that's all my trash. That's all my trash. Everybody else got to it. The Rams was on my list as well. Fucking trash. Yeah, that's all my trash. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. It's always a good Sunday when Aaron Rodgers loses once again. But yeah. Oh, and anybody? Oh, DJ Moore. DJ Moore, you're trash this week because you gotta control your emotions, sir. You gotta control your emotions, sir. Wait till you get to the sideline to take your fucking helmet off. Wait till you get to the. Don't give them a reason. These refs is on weird shit. We don't know what they're gonna call when they're gonna call it. So just at this point, you gotta play by the book. Take your ass to the sideline, sir. Then take your helmet off. Period. I don't care. Me and Dennis argued about when he did it. I don't care when he did it. He didn't do it on the sideline. That's why he got the penalty. Case closed. You cost your team the game, sir.
Meanwhile, since y'all took everything, I'm just gonna say, trash ass player goes to the punt returner for the Giants. Ryan, what you got for certified players?
Once again, my Georgia Bulldogs. We beat Florida. What's up, Sean? And another win that Sean was talking about, but Atlanta Falcons beat Carolina, that everybody on the Buck Flesh show said we will not beat Carolina. What's up, Dennis?
I got something to say about that, but I'm gonna let it go. You better. Let me tell you this, Brian. Let me tell you this right here. You better make sure you put that fucking referee in your Christmas list, all right? That's what you better do, all right?
No.
You better make sure you put that referee in your Christmas list.
No. Because I told you we were going to win. Yes or no?
Put that
Hey,
referee in.
Ryan,
Put that referee in.
it don't matter how it happened.
It don't matter. Hey, it's not my fault he took his helmet off. It's not my fault. It's not my fault the kicker missed two times. It's not my fault.
How many times, Ryan?
He missed 2. So they gave it to us on a silver platter. And what we do, we snatch it. We got the job done. Thank you very much.
Chocolate girl.
Ron said, thank you very much. All right, Ron. Ron getting sassy today. All right, certified players. AJ Brown, 6 passes, 156 yards, 3 touchdowns. Even through double teams. So we tried. Kirk Cousins, 24-36 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, passing and 1 rush touchdown. Y'all didn't know that he could run, I think. Well, I knew. DeAndre Hopkins, he looked great. He went 12 or 13 for 159 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard, 14 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. He ran inside. He ran outside. They just couldn't stop him from getting where he wanted to go. Alvin Kamara had a great game, 156 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Saints. Geno Smith, 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like the shocker of the year. And I'm hearing his name brought up now in MVP conversations. Geno Smith. In the NBA, the Eastern Conference Player of the Week was Giannis, and he was averaging 35.7 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. And for the West, it was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 31.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. OKC. That's my list.
What you guys are?
Tua Tagovailoa, 382 passing yards, 3 touchdowns.
Nah, you gotta let Dennis say it.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Tua Tagovailoa.
The man is making what a fool believes. You know what I'm saying? The man. They making trades now because they believing in this man. They're trying to win right now, so they going all in. And Tua's making the ass out of everybody right now. I can't deny it. The man is looking good. Waddle and Hill is also a reason for that, and that might be the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. So keep an eye on that. Them boys are killing it over there. Jalen Hurts probably was player of the week. A monster game from the youngin. You know what I mean?
Sir. If you want to be Dennis Holmes for the day, goddamn, just say you want to be Dennis Holmes for the day. I mean, goddamn.
I always want to be Dennis.
Yeah, there's some Cowboys you could have named, you know. Goddamn.
Hey, relax. Let that man say his list. Relax. I need you to relax. If Jalen Hurts balled out, Jalen Hurts balled out.
King Dennis, Derrick Henry. They started the rookie and they protected the rookie. They're like, we're not going to throw you into the fire. You throwing the ball 10 times a day. Derrick is running this ball. He ran for 220 yards on 32 carries. The man put the team on his back and got that win over Houston with the rookie quarterback, easing them into the game. So he's still doing his thing. Christian McCaffrey caught a touchdown, threw a touchdown, ran for a touchdown. It's only happened once or twice, I believe, or in history that someone's done that. Basketball, the Milwaukee Bucks are 6-0, and the Utah Jazz, who traded everything but a ham sandwich, are 6-2 right now. So next man up, them youngest like, yeah, y'all want to tank to get Wendy, or however you say his name, but we ain't gonna. Right. We ain't gonna let y'all tank. Wimbiana. We ain't gonna let y'all tank. We playing for money too. Lauren Markkinen won a contract. He was a top pick. Colin Sexton coming off an injury. He want that money. So them boys is out there playing. And of course, Clarkson, one of the best 6 men in the game. So shout out to the Jazz, man, who traded their 2 best players and coming out the gates, killing it right now. That's my list.
All right. Well, Sean, what you got, Sean?
The number 1 on my list. Because, and the only reason why he's on my list is because a lot of people have been heckling this man, including myself. But Jalen Hurts coming out, throwing them touchdowns, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, you gotta watch them, yo. Hey, you really got. You know what? I got something, yo.
I can't give him a compliment.
No. I got something, yo.
I'm giving Jalen. That's your son, ain't? That's my nephew.
No.
Hey yo, Tony Pollard, of course, because Tony Pollard was the fucking man on the Bears, man. Tony Pollard went out there and got 3 of them things. I don't think Ezekiel Elliott got 3 of them things in the game. So shout out to Tony Pollard, man. He balled out. Shout out to Travis.
Why that shit ain't going when he said Jalen Hurts?
My fault. My fault. Shout out to Travis Etienne because he stepped up and balled out. Shout out to Ace the MVP who traded me Derrick Henry and DeMondre Swift. That's it. The last one is certified Ace the MVP for trading me them players. I got a phone call. I'll be back. Damn.
All right. Let me get my certified players out there. First, I want to start off with let me do this the right way. I want to start off with Micah Parsons for going out there and scoring a touchdown. You know, with him being the greatest defensive player that's playing in the game today. I just want to make sure I get out there and I say stuff like that. Since no Cowboy fans want to say the shit, I think I'll just go out there and I say something like that. You know what I mean? Also, I want to give a certified player out to my Tennessee Volunteers. Ryan?
It's coming.
It's challenge day.
What the challenge?
It's challenge day, Ryan.
It's challenge day, Ryan.
It's challenge day, Ryan. If you don't know what it is, then you won't see it coming.
I gotta say this for you. Remember last year you said the same thing.
Yeah.
It was challenge day. What happened?
I ain't say it was challenge day last year, sir. I just said that we was coming for you.
Yeah.
This year I said it's challenge day.
But what happened, Dennis?
Last year we lost.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Last year we lost.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you keep on talking and we're gonna be over here studying and doing our job. And we're gonna see who get the W.
All right. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Like I said. Oh yeah, certified player out there to one of my favorite rookies out there, Paulo Banchero. Out there just balling, man. Him and Bobo. That's my certified place. Since everybody wants to steal everything else. Got watch the Steven ass.
Shout out to the kicker for missing those 2 kids.
Yeah. You better keep them in your Christmas list. That's what you better do. You better keep him in your Christmas list. Because y'all choked again.
No,
I just don't. Do you know what I don't understand, Ryan? You were playing against the Jackson 5. And out of all the Jacksons, you let fucking Michael Jackson run right by you.
Dennis, is he a top wide receiver?
No.
Yeah, he the only thing on his team.
Okay, then.
He ain't on top wide receiver.
But you're going to get some up. I'm not going to be like other people blaming on injuries. I'm not. We just let one slip by us.
Meanwhile, Sharon, you had a question for us, Sharon.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to the fellas, y'all. And I just thought I would ask them. You know, we're talking about the NBA. NBA just getting started. And I was wanting to know who would be their starting five of the current NBA players. Starting five, current, and playing in the league now, NBA players. Go ahead, Ron.
Trae Young, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards,
Shooting guard. Mm-hmm.
Shooting guard. Luka,
small forward. Mm-hmm.
The Greek Freak. And number 5, Adams, Steven Adams.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Why Steven Adams over the rest of them?
Because he brings that toughness.
Yeah, he is tough.
So,
all right, go ahead, Dennis. I want you to get yours out. So you don't like to be the same as anybody else. So go ahead.
And my starting five is Maxey, Ja Morant, Jalen Green, Jason Tatum, and Paolo Banchero.
So who's playing the 4?
They're going small ball.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that's real small. Okay. Go ahead, Czar.
All right. Point guard, Luka. 2 guard, Zach LaVine. Small forward, DeMar DeRozan. Power forward, Kevin Durant. And forward/center, Giannis.
Kind of similar. All right, Sean. Rashawn, you here?
No, he ain't there.
He ain't here. Okay. Y'all ready for my starting 5?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna smoke all of y'all. How about that? So
Sure.
at point guard, I'm gonna have the full-time champion Steph Curry. Y'all can have who y'all want to have. And at shooting guard, I'm also gonna have Anthony Edwards. Because boy is balling.
Mm-hmm.
He has no fear. If he gets his defensive game where I think it's going, he gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
A small forward. I was torn between Jason Tatum and Brandon Ingram. I love Brandon Ingram. I just love his game. So I don't know. I'm still torn between those two. So maybe I'll bring Brandon off the bench. I don't know. Power forward again, like Czar, KD. Center, Giannis.
Okay. Yeah, you're
How y'all think that's gonna match up?
AB said he got Tatum, Luka, Joker, Giannis, and Curry.
At least he got Curry on there. Smart man. That's the end of my question. I only had one.
That's good. That's good to hear. My list is nobody.
You want me to read the comments?
No, they're right there.
Huh?
Well, if you want to.
I can't hear you.
I said if you want to, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go back as far as I can. Sister Sheila said, hey, Blaze says Ron looked like he has a dinner date at the Sizzler. I don't know what that means.
We going to Sizzler.
Sheila, and then my sister said, you looking good, Ron. Told Blaze to shut up. That's what she said. Travis Henry said, what up, fam? Juke said, I blame Giselle for the Buccaneers. Don't blame that woman. Don't give him that excuse. No, it's all on him. Juke said Josh McDaniels is who we thought he was. Ricky Bobby, what's up, Ricky Bobby's trash ass player? Definitely the Raiders. Supposedly going to compete for the AFC West. Chiefs and Chargers on bye and still posted the same amount of points as the Raiders. Big fat 0. Travis Henry, same thing happened to me, Sharon, with the Jets. Man, I'm still mad at the Jets. I can't root for them no more. Juke said trash ass player, Brooklyn Nets organization. So he agreed. Dennis said, thank y'all for the stars. Juke said trash ass player, Boston Celtics organization. If it went down, how it's looking. I don't understand. I'm gonna leave that alone this week. I gotta find out more information. Ricky Bobby said certified Myles Garrett, CMC, the Falcons, Alvin Kamara, and AJ Brown. And he said, oh yeah, definitely D Hop. Can Dennis go first asking for a friend? I'll let him go. Chubb got me enough points in fantasy to win by 1. What's up, OG? OG says certified player, Buffalo Bills for running the ball against the Packers. Keep the running game going. Juke says Steve Nash couldn't control his own household during his Phoenix days. So what made folks think he had a chance in Brooklyn? I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to keep it moving. And then Dennis already read AB. So that's all the comments. Comments kind of slow coming today.
No,
okay, we doing top. What is it?
No. You had a question. Keep it NBA together.
Well, what question I had?
The face of the NBA. I thought that was at it. No,
I didn't. I don't think I had.
Who's the face of the NBA in the early 2000s? That wasn't your question.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, it is there. Who was the face of the NBA in the early 2000s, and explain why?
That is my question. I'm sorry about that, sir. It's right here in my note.
Well, me personally, you got the Gilbert Iverson. He changed the culture in the NBA. I mean, he brought in the braids, the do-rags, the jewelry, and all that. So I say Iverson.
All right, let me jump in. So that's the first thing I thought of when I saw the question. Early 2000s, I thought IEI was the best player. Obviously, Kobe and Shaq was the best team.
Yeah.
AI. So then I'm like, well, but why? Like Dennis said, explain. So there's different things you can go by the face. So immediately I thought about who led the league in all-star votes, like those first few years, like 2000, 2001, 2002, whatever. And I thought it was AI, but it wasn't. Vince Carter, for 3 straight years, was the leading all-star vote getter. He won the slam dunk contest in 2000. People was on that man's nuts. He was the next Jordan. So AI Vince Carter it's tough. I would personally say AI, but I gotta go with Vince Carter. At least we're talking when he came into the league till about when Iverson beat them in the playoffs. It was a big deal. Like that was a big pinnacle. Like people thought Toronto were going. McGrady and. So I'm gonna go Vince Carter slightly, but AI did the bigger impact. But you get 4 straight years of All-Star voting over everybody, not AI, but Shaq, Kobe, McGrady. I gotta go Vince Carter.
I gotta say one more thing about the Iverson. He did something that no other person done. He took a team to the finals. Put them on his back and took them to the finals. The 76ers, without him, they would have not got that far. Let's be honest. So.
What you got, chocolate girl?
No, I want to know what you got. That's what I want to know.
Well, this is my question, so you have to go.
No, I don't. I already told you my answer.
No, actually, I forgot.
Okay. You're going to play that today. Okay. My answer is not the same as y'all. I think I define the face of the NBA because I'm a marketer. So I'm looking at the marketing of the NBA. Who was the most popular player is more than all-star votes. And I don't believe the all-star votes were calculated the same in the early 2000s as it is now. So I don't think
it was all fans back then. It's not now.
I don't think it. That's what. If you let me finish, I was gonna say that it was probably all fans. I'm thinking.
Right.
But it wasn't the sports writers. It wasn't anybody else. It was just them. But for the face of the NBA, it's not just about the fans. Not to me. It's who's getting the dollars, who's getting the advertising deals, whose jerseys is selling, who's everybody talking about all the time. It's just like now. It's not just all-star votes. So and it's not who changed the game. It's not even that to me. So to me, it's Kobe Bryant. He was the face of the league. And the reason why I know it was him, because when he caught that case, the media and the NBA did everything they could.
What year was that?
To get him off of that podium.
Yeah,
and separate themselves. So if you talk about early 2000s, I look at that as 2000 to 2010.
Oh no, not to go that far.
That's the early 2000s to me.
2010? How's that early 2000s?
I'm talking about that first decade.
Decade, right? 2010 is the end.
What?
2010 is the end of the decade. How's that early?
No, it's not. That's the end of the decade, but that's not the end. That's not the later part of the 2000s.
He didn't say the 2000s.
The question said early. It didn't say just before 10. It didn't say first 10 years of the 2000s. It didn't say that.
Well, he said early.
I'm saying early. You must not know what early means. Early doesn't mean 10.
Dennis, is 2010 early 2000s to you? Is that what you meant? 2010? He disappears.
Early
anyway,
does
that's
not
fine.
equal 10.
No. He didn't say I didn't mean 2010. No.
He didn't say 10. So
I know.
For me, he didn't say 10, Czar. Okay. This is my turn in my opinion. And I'm telling you what I based it on. And it's not as longer than 10. It's the first 10 years. That's early 2000s to me, from 2000 to 2010. Now, if you want to go back and you want to go 2000 to 2005, we can, because it would be Kobe. Until he caught the case. But still, everybody was talking about him. That's what's so wild. And that's when they began trying their best to separate him from them. But people did not let him go. So
yeah, I got Shaq higher than Kobe.
I got 2000 to 2010. It was him. Shaq was never the face of the league. He was popular. He was the most dominant. He was a bad dude, but he was never the face of the league.
He was higher than Kobe in the early 2000s, though.
He was not the face of the league.
My opinion.
I don't care about higher. I'm not talking about higher.
Higher on my list.
The question was the face. He was.
I know. I got Vince Carter AI, but I'm saying I would have Shaq.
I know you had. I heard you. I was listening. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking, so I heard you.
Debating. It's okay.
I heard you. I heard you. It's not
if I'm talking and you want to respond, you can jump in on me. You know that. I don't
though. I don't. I'll let you finish because I want to hear what you got to say.
But I'll forget my thought if I don't jump in naturally.
You see, you don't ever know when the person is going. Let them finish. They might. It's just like you cut me off, and I won't cut you off ever again. And I was about
after this. I won't cut you off ever again. I promise.
No, yeah, you will. You can't help it, honey. It's okay.
Mark this down, Dennis. I will not do it ever again.
I was about to say that it was all fans voting. You didn't even let me get that out before you said it. I mean, just give me a chance. I do know something. But that's my list.
Yeah. I was going with Shaquille O'Neal. That's what I was going with. Me and my brother actually had this conversation. He picked Kobe, and I was like, well, how do you pick Kobe if Kobe wasn't even the man on his team? And he was like, Kobe was the man on his team. I'm like, how was Kobe the man on his team in the early 2000s? I said, now, when Shaq left, Kobe was the man on his team. I respectfully say that. When Shaq left, Kobe was the man on his team. But while Shaq was there, it was Shaq and Kobe. That's what it was.
What year did he lead the Lakers?
He left, I think, 2005. 2004, 2005, around that time. Went to Miami.
Right.
I think he got traded. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
Right.
got
He got
traded.
traded. Yeah.
He got traded to the Miami.
Oh, you only consider the early 2000s as the first 4 years of the league of the decade.
Yeah.
2000 to 2004. That's early. That's the definition of early to you.
Yeah.
Just 4 years.
Well, okay. So how long is early 2000?
Okay, we in 2021 right now.
22.
22. So we're still in the 2000s. But if you say early, you only counting 4 years.
Right.
I just want to make sure I understand
said,
where you're coming from.
Other than that, I would have said the decade. I would have said the decade.
Okay.
No, I ain't got no fork player. I mean sunflower seeds. Ain't no forks. He said a fork banging the plate. I ain't got no plate. Eating sunflower seeds.
Oh, that was me. That was me.
Oh.
I had the joint over here. That's what that was.
Oh, what you eating?
No, I ain't eating nothing. I'm done. But the fork right here, and I just hit it.
Oh.
That's all that was. Yeah, that's why I went with Shaq. I said that Shaq was the most dominant. He was the one you had to watch out for. He was the man.
Yes, he was. And I said all that, but he wasn't the face of the league. Shaq was not being pushed by the NBA to be the face. He wasn't the most popular player. He wasn't in the most ads for the NBA. He did not have the most ad deals on the side. He did not have any of that. He wasn't being invited to guest appearances all over the place and all that stuff. Shaq was Shaq, but he also wasn't taking it all that seriously. And he'll tell you that. He was not the face. And I guess, like I said, my definition of what the face is must be different than y'all. I'm thinking about in terms of the business and marketing and the league and what's happening in the whole industry, not just that. Shaq, I didn't say he wasn't everywhere, Ricky Bobby, but he was not like the others. In fact, in the early 2000s, I'm gonna make a point for Vince Carter. Vince Carter actually made more promotional money than Shaq. Did y'all know that?
That's my choice.
I'm just saying. I took time and I did some research before I did my list. I didn't just pick Kobe because I felt good about him.
Well, I didn't pick Shaq. I didn't pick Shaq because I felt good about him. I actually would have went with Iverson, me being a homer, but I didn't see Iverson on too many movies. I didn't see Iverson, doing a lot of stuff outside of basketball like Shaquille O'Neal was doing. So that's why I picked Shaquille O'Neal as the face of the NBA.
Let me say this. The only reason I picked Iverson because he done something that nobody had not done by themselves. He took a whole team to the finals and got one game against Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe. He did that.
Jason Kidd did something like that too, but don't nobody talk about it. He actually did it twice, but don't nobody talk about it.
They won a game?
Yeah.
They ain't win a game. They ain't win a game. He went there twice.
But Iverson won a game.
Oh, no, he did.
So I put him up there.
Okay, well, like I said, everybody got their own different reasons, I guess. I look at it differently.
Okay, all right. Ron, no, Czar. My fault. Let's go, Czar.
When we go first?
It don't matter to me.
Now, go ahead, Ron.
No, Czar, you got to introduce the subject. Czar. Introduce the subject. I said that earlier. You said no. We got to go back to the basketball question. I'm bringing it back to you now.
Oh no, I thought
passing the ball back to you. I'm passing it back to you. Catch the ball, player.
Oh, you're Harden today, huh? Are you Maxie or you Harden? Who are you?
That's right, Ricky Bobby. I agree.
All right, that's a good point. So we're about to get into these top Black urban films, which means predominantly an all-Black cast. There's some movies that teeter on that fence, but let's just see how the list goes. If y'all got a list in the comments, please feel free. I know OG does. Go ahead, Jizzle. Your top
Oh,
10.
Jizzle.
Go ahead, Big Ron. Kick it off.
Number 10, Above the Rim. Number 9, Malcolm X. Number 8, South Central. Number 7, Juice. Number 6, Harlem Nights. Number 5, New Jack City. Number 4, Menace to Society. Number 3, Do the Right Thing. Number 2, Boys in the Hood. And number 1, Coming to America, the first one.
Okay, Sharon.
You know, out of the movies, that Above the Rim soundtrack was a bad.
That's the greatest sound. That's the greatest soundtrack to me.
I'm telling you, I got it in the car right now.
Mm-hmm.
I still listen to it.
Death Row.
Death Row, that's right. All right, so top 10 urban movies for Sharon. The Chocolate Girl is number 10. This is before y'all time, but for me, it's Cooley High still. That's an old ass movie, but
come on,
man, when dude got killed, I cried for a week. It was a movie.
You talking about my man Coach East? I said if I ever get a dog,
man.
I'm naming my dog.
Sheila,
I said I'm naming my dog Coach East. I said if I ever get a dog, I'm naming my dog Coach East.
It's so hard.
Yeah, and I mean that's when that song really came out because of that movie. But anyway, Cooley High is number 10. Number 9.
All right, OG.
From 1991, because I wrote the years down. The 5 Heartbeats.
I got nothing but love.
Number 8 from 2002. 2002 was a good year for black movies, y'all. But from 2002, Brown Sugar. I love that. When did you fall in love with hip hop? I love Brown Sugar. Number 7, I know y'all probably gonna kill me for this one, but I love this movie. It means something to me. From 2002, Drumline. I love Drumline.
I love Drumline.
Number 6, from 2000, Love and Basketball. Dennis know how much I love that movie. 5 from 1990, House Party. The first one. It's still a classic for me. Number 4 from 1988 is Coming to America. Number 3 from 91 is New Jack City. Number 2 from 1989 is Do the Right Thing. That's still the best entrance to a movie ever of all time. But number 1 from 1991 is Boys in the Hood. Number 1.
Richie!
That's right.
Yeah, I also like Drumline as well. Drumline was cool. It was cool.
Go ahead.
Listen,
my favorite part of Drumline is when he goes to see his dad and tell him who he is. And he like, I did this. I graduated despite you. Oh my God, that tore my heart up. I was like, that's the whole point of this movie. That's it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a tie. A thin line between love and hate. And Boomerang. Boomerang.
Oh yeah, man. Woo!
Boomerang.
Boomerang is that thing. That's that thing right there. Woo!
Kirby.
I got another tie. I got More Money and Let's Do It Again with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier.
That movie is funny.
Y'all gonna kill me for this, but I got another tie.
Oh, come on, Nino.
I got Soul Man and Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins.
Soul Man is an awful movie.
All right, here we go. Now I got Medea Goes to Jail. I got House Party.
Number 7. 6.
Harlem Night.
5.
Friday.
4.
Coming to America.
3.
Black
You got
Panther.
2 more. Who?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Okay. I was like, what did you say? All right.
Yeah, Zara got that big ass bag that takes up a lot of noise.
That's 2. So what's number 1?
Come on now. You don't know number one is?
You missed. You missed.
They said
what?
They said they sing better than Bird and the Midnight Falcons and the Temptations all put together.
Oh,
well, we shall see.
We shall see.
Gentlemen,
the 5 heartbeats.
Baby. Man, you missed some movies, man. I'm disappointed in you, man.
Don't worry about it.
At the top, I'm saying at the top of your list, though, but it's all right. All right.
I done waited all week for Czar's list. I'm just real interested.
Number 10. Y'all, nobody had none of these movies. I got a 3-way tie for number 10, and none of them.
I had set it off as a number 10.
That just missed my list, man.
It was
it made it. No. It made it.
It made it. Okay. Yeah, I had it tied with Cooley High, but I didn't want to do a tie, so I just took it off.
So 3-way tie for number 10. And that's the best, well, I'm not going to say best biopic of all time, but for music, maybe. And that's Straight Outta Compton. Fucking love that movie. They did that shit well.
They did.
Also tied at number 10, Purple Rain. Come on now. Shout out to Prince, baby. R.I.P. And the other movie tied at number 10 in the 3-way tie, Poetic Justice, man. R.I.P. Coolio, who played Pac's cousin in the movie, played the music. R.I.P. to Pac, Janet Jackson, man. Poetic. None of y'all have Poetic, man. That's my movie, man. R.I.P. John Singleton, man. You know what I mean?
All
right. Number 9. I got a 2-way tie only, and it's my last tie. I got a 3-way tie, 10, 9. I got a 2-way, and that's Friday. I don't think none of y'all have Friday on y'all list. Oh, you have Friday? Okay. Dennis had Friday. Set It Off, Sharon just mentioned. That's my tie. Friday and Set It Off. All right. Now let's get into the solo joints. Number 8, New Jack City. I think we all had that. I'm not sure if Dennis had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8. That's some good movies, man. I know number 8, you think it would be a little higher. Number 7, I had to put Black Panther on there as well, just for what it represents and what it means. The new one's out. The new one's coming out next week, man. I can't wait. Although, man, I have a feeling I'm not going to get into it. Number 6, y'all did not have the Life.
Yeah, that's your joint.
Woo, that's my joint.
I know you love that movie.
Man, Life. Number 6. All right.
See it again.
Number 5. Sorry, Dennis. This is high. I mean, I thought it was going to be higher, but you just said it. Someone told me that they are better than Bird. 5 heartbeats. Number 5. It fit. The 5
Mine was 9.
They were 9 on yours?
Yeah.
Number 4, I actually thought this had a chance to be number 1, but it didn't. Number 4, and that's Cooley High, that Sharon mentioned.
Man, I forgot I put that on here.
Could have been number 1. See, these next 3 is hard to beat.
Hey, Zara, you could have put Cornbread, Earl, and me right there with it.
And that's a good
one. You know what? I'm glad you said that, Sharon. I got to go ahead and download that.
I mean, that tug at my heart when I think about them movies right there.
Bad Boys is not a black movie, by the way.
I'm tired of catching that movie at the same spot.
Right. Number 3, I don't know if Ron had it. No one had this movie.
What?
Menace to Society.
No, Ron had it.
I got Sugar Daddy in my ear. Sugar Daddy in my ear. All right. Menace to Society, number 3. So these 3, man, they could rotate. Menace to Society, number 3. Number 2, Boys in the Hood, which could arguably be number 1.
That.
Number 1, I have to put this number 1 just for what it means. It's one of the most important movies made. It was on Sharon's list. It was lower. Do the Right Things, the greatest black movie of all time.
Yeah.
I got that in number 3.
That was my number 2.
Yeah, that's the greatest black movie ever.
Hey,
I'm telling you that entrance ain't no better entrance than watching that.
I'm surprised y'all ain't put Harlem Night.
It's just too many.
I Harlem Night.
I didn't. It would be in my top 15, 20 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harlem Nights. Black Panther, Harlem Nights. I didn't put Black Panther in the top 10 because I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, but it's not as urban. When I think about the word urban, it just means something else to me. So that's why I didn't put it up there.
I mean, it is a superhero
but
comic.
It is a black movie. It's
Yeah.
all
Right.
blackity black, black, black. It really
Right.
is.
Yeah.
But I just didn't, I didn't equate it with that. So that's the only reason why. Jason's lyric, Mrs. Thomas put that on there. That's a good one. Too.
That'll be
I
in my
love
top-
Jason's lyric.
Top 20.
That just came on the other night, and I
Baby
missed
boy,
it.
Baby
baby
boy.
boy.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I got Love and Basketball, April. I put that on my list.
I got Love and Basketball as well.
Mm-hmm.
Love and Basketball is probably one of my favorite love movies, man. One of my favorite out there. That was real love right there.
Just
Real.
Soul Food.
Let me see. Where my Love and
That's a good one.
Basketball picture?
That's a good one.
Soul Food. It
Too
it
much
hurt
drama.
me so bad with the grandmama went to the hospital.
Whatever happened to dude anyway? The young boy that was the main character. What happened to him?
What the son?
Yeah.
He was. I only see him when he was little. He was in Tales from the Hood. Remember, he was
Right.
along with the monster.
That's
in the
it.
closet.
He was in a couple things in the 90s, but I don't know what happened to him since then.
Mhm.
He might have went to college, or some of the child stars that get out of the spotlight and go to college or be behind the scenes
Mhm.
and stuff like that. They trying to learn from the direct. I mean, the man that do the video camera and stuff like that.
Director, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Let me see where we at.
Ron's questions.
Ron. Let's go, Ron. Let's go, Ron.
let's get it. Number one, do you think all the big men in the NBA need to work out with a Hall of Famer center or power forward in the summer? Dennis,
No.
why not?
I think they can just go ahead and learn on their own. They don't have to work out.
Okay, Sharon.
I think. Well, the question says, do they need to? And I think, they could. It couldn't hurt them. Learn some good footwork
Right,
and some work ethic.
Czar.
No, I don't think they need to. They need to work with a trainer. They don't have to necessarily be a Hall of Fame center.
I think all the big men today need to go work out with Alondra, Patrick Ewing, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Hall of Famers, because they had more moves and they were good on their feet. Footwork. That's what I really think. They need to do other stuff, but that's just me, though.
Okay. I hear you.
I agree with you, Ron. Can't hurt.
Number two, when two teammates fight, do that pull a team together to succeed? Sharon.
Well, it can. It depends on the team. Like I remember on the Heat when Jimmy Butler got into an argument with somebody, and they ended up balling out the rest of the season.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Who typed this question out?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah. I mean, it can happen. They can get closer afterwards.
Czar.
Yeah, same thing. It depends. I've seen it bring teams together, and I've seen it fuck shit up. Just depends.
Dennis.
Yeah. Like I said, it depends. It all depends on coaching. That's what I'm gonna say.
On coaching?
Yes, it all depends on coaching.
Oh, okay.
Number three, name a NFL team you don't want to see them in the NFL playoffs. Sharon.
That I don't want to see. Okay, when you say don't want to see them, you mean
Right.
I don't want to face them, or I
You
don't
don't
want
want
them
to face
to make them,
them. Nothing. You don't
or I
want
don't
to
want
see
them
this
to
team.
make them.
you don't want to see their team.
Okay. Well, there's two ways I can answer the question. One, I don't ever want the Washington, whatever their name is, team to win anything else ever in life. So that's why I don't want to see them there. Okay. Now, if by some miracle the Steelers ended up going to the playoffs, which we probably will not, the team that I would not want to see on my way to the Super Bowl, it would probably have to be the Ravens, because they always play us so tough, and I want an easier time of it.
Okay.
Dennis. The Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants.
Why? You think they got your number?
No, I don't like playing the team 3 times.
Giants ain't gonna make no playoffs.
Okay. Zar.
So normally I would say Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers because we haven't beat either one of them. Mm-hmm. But those teams aren't looking too good, so I think they're vulnerable that we can. Well, we play Green Bay coming up, so we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna go with a logical answer and a team that fucking beat us last year and got better and just their formula, 49ers.
Ooh.
Shout out.
Who yours, Ron?
I got double Philly. They beat the last time.
Oh, we whooped y'all ass too. Don't leave us out.
I mean, I talk about it in the playoffs.
Y'all played. Oh, you talking about? Are you going? I thought you meant that game 1 last year when they took over your stadium.
No, I talk about it in the playoffs.
Who took over the stadium? Who you said took over the stadium?
No.
Okay.
Waving that Sonic.
But I got all joking aside, I gotta say Philly. Philly a top what? Y'all top 2 on defense? Top 1? What? Dennis?
I don't know, man. We play the Texans on Thursday. That's all I know.
But I gotta say Philly. They just what AJ Brown doing over there? Oh my God.
It's a great defense, Dennis. Great coaching, great quarterback, great receiver play.
All right, Ron. Next question, Ron.
My next question: how much money will you pay a backup quarterback to be a starter quarterback in the NFL? Sharon.
I don't know. What's the average salary for a quarterback? I don't know.
How about
30 million?
30 million?
Yeah.
And that's if you're not that great?
Yeah.
Well,
how about
I say it range from 15 to 30. Let me see that.
See, that's a hard question to answer. It depends on who the backup quarterback is.
Well, let's say it's Mitchell Trubisky.
What?
Oh, hell no. I'm not.
Okay, let's just say.
First of all, he would not be made a starter. No.
Okay, let's just say you had what his name played for the Jaguars and played for Philly. What his name?
Oh, never mind. You keep going to Philly. Leave Philly alone. Let's think about another thing. How about you got PJ Walker with the man?
You talking about Nick Foles? Who you talking about?
No, Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh.
How much will you pay him, Sam? You the GM.
For one season?
Yeah.
All these damn Philly questions.
About 13 million, maybe. 13.
Okay. I got an even better one for you. I got one even better. Since nobody want to talk about them. I got one even better. How much you gonna play Cooper Rush? He done won a couple games. He did pretty good. What do you think about Cooper Rush?
How much y'all gonna pay him next year when y'all bring him in, Ryan?
We're not bringing in Cooper.
That ain't the question, sir. Answer the question.
I thought you were asking me. Okay.
No, I was asking you, Sharon.
Go on, Sharon.
Well, he's looking pretty good. So let's just say if we just use the games that he's playing from the eye test and what he was able to do to maintain and just hold on to the ball and not turn it over and all that. I don't know. I guess I would pay him more than I would pay Minshew or Trubisky. That's for Trubisky. I would pay him about $20 million to start.
Okay. How about you, Dennis?
To be on. Let me see. What team need a quarterback? That's
Atlanta.
We got the future behind us on the sideline right now.
Think so?
I know so.
okay. Let's say Detroit. Because I see they're gonna get rid of what you call. Yeah. Would it be in Detroit? I can see Detroit paying him about $20 million.
How about you, Zar?
I think you guys are going to give him 3-year, $65 million next year.
See, I don't know a backup in the league that I would pay that much money to.
No, the boy behind Lamar Jackson. What's his name, Dennis?
$5 million.
Huntley.
Yeah, he nice.
But I wouldn't pay him that much.
I will not pay him that much. I just saying he nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him.
My next question: name a quarterback that should win the MVP this year, Dennis.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Zar.
Jalen Hurts.
Fuck out of here, Zar.
Sure.
Such a great quarterback. Such a great player.
Jalen is he's in the conversation. It's Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, Tua, however you say his name, and there was one more. It was 5 people. I can't remember who the other one was.
Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes. So out of those 5, and they didn't mention Lamar, but they had those 5. And right now, Jalen Hurts has the best chance of winning it.
Yeah, he's the best, man.
My next question.
Oh, Ron, I knew you were going to do that. Come on. You're going to answer these questions, sir. What's the answer?
What your answers are? Dennis. What's your name?
Ron.
I got Joe Hurts.
I'm out.
Why didn't you say Jalen, Dennis? You really don't believe it's him?
No.
I just don't say anything. You
They play Houston this Thursday. That's it.
That's all I know. We play Houston on Thursday.
Okay.
That's it.
I know, but he's in the running. He's in the league.
That's what's up. And Sharon, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. MVPs don't win Super Bowls the same year.
That's true. Most of the time they don't. I don't think it's ever been done, has it?
It's been done. I think the last one, it was either Marshall Faulk or Kurt Warner. Somebody in the comments is gonna tell me in a minute, but I think it was either Marshall Faulk or Kurt Warner.
Did John Elway get it?
Yeah, but that was after. That was before Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner.
Wow.
I don't know. John won MVP those 2 years, but anyway, no, that was Terrell Davis that won that job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My next question: Who should win the head coach of the year in the NFL? Sharon.
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
That's right.
Dennis.
If things would have went the way I wanted them to go, I would have said Steve Wilkes. Okay, that's what I would have said. All right, but being the fact that you paid that referee off to throw that flag, I'm going to say Brian Daboll. I'm going to say.
Zar.
Nick Sirianni is the best.
My next question: How
Ryan,
many yards?
You ain't gonna keep doing this, Ryan. What is your answer?
Answer the question.
Right. What is your
Why
answer?
you keep doing that? He does that every week.
He about to start next time. You know what? I got you next time. Don't even worry about it. I got you next time.
To be honest,
what's up, Ricky Bobby?
To be honest, I got to go with Andy Lee.
Keep it to myself.
Wow. I get the cold shoulder when I do answer. See, Dennis, this is your fault.
Ain't nobody give me no cold shoulder.
I get the cold shoulder.
Oh, shoot. I always get the cold shoulder. I'll give an answer and you can hear a pin drop. Nobody says a word. I'm like, okay.
My next question: how many yards do a running back have to run to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Sharon.
You mean in total?
In total.
Let me get back to you. Get back to me on that. Hold on. Let me look something up.
Czar.
Total yardage?
Yeah.
Well, if you go by based on, I don't know if this guy is in the Hall of Fame. I know that the Frank Gore.
He's not in there yet.
Not yet.
And I think he is if I think worked. I think he's number 3 or 4.
Yeah, something like
that. He's three.
So it's not about that. I mean, it is about that, obviously, but it's not about that. So, I don't
wait a
know.
minute, hold on. He ain't eligible yet.
He's not eligible.
He just retired, didn't he?
He just retired
after last season.
Okay, that's why I was asking. I didn't know if he. Okay, so he hasn't been up yet. I'm gonna say okay. I'll do this to be bona fide. You gotta get 15,000. I'll just say that.
Jeff 15?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually high, to be honest with you.
15,000.
Dennis?
I don't know if 15,000 makes you a first ballot Hall of Fame.
A first ballot?
Yeah. I think you might need
it. Actually does.
I don't think Frank Gore is going to be first ballot Hall of Fame.
Okay. Well, we understand that that's not all you have to do to be first ballot. We understand that. That's a gift.
Right.
I don't think that Ron is trying to make you look all that deep. He's just asking yardage only.
Right.
Whoever this dude is that's qualifying to be in the Hall of Fame
right.
or other things, how many yards does he have to have?
Right.
That's how I'm breaking it down in my mind.
Right.
And I say, shoot, 10, 12.
But you need 12 just to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. If you
got
less
12,
than that,
let me say it the right way. You need 12 and a good slate, and then not say words like for who, for what. I'll let y'all figure that out. That's how you.
I'm gonna say 12. I'm gonna say 12,000 right now.
I would say 13.
I'm gonna go 14.8.
Well, you got people like like Marshall Falk and Marcus Allen around the 12. That's the reason why I said 12.
But they also got a lot of receiving yards because they were receiving backs as well.
But dude,
no. The list I'm looking at is rushing yards.
No. But I'm making your point. To your credit, on top of the rushing yards, Falk and Allen also probably has a nice looking receiving set.
Okay, yeah.
As a running back, because those are two of the more backs that also caught a lot of balls out of the backfield.
Yep, they did.
But should that even matter? I mean,
yeah, of course.
And the Hall of Fame is more so it's supposed to be on your dominance in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So that's why a lot of people that are in the Hall of Fame, and then you see other people's come in, they be upset, be like, yo, how this guy get in the Hall of Fame? But they be like, oh, well, he got all the credentials to be in. Ain't about the credentials. It's like when you go back and you look at his time that he played, did he really make a difference? Did he really matter?
Right.
Like, was you really worried about this guy?
But what I'm saying, some running backs don't know how to catch out of the backfield.
Then that's on them.
And you see what I'm saying, Zar? That's what I was saying.
Jamal Charles has no shot. Sorry, quit bringing him up.
Oh,
Who said Jamal? Who said that?
Ricky Rowling.
Oh,
He's a Chiefs fan.
well, of course.
Reese Holmes has a better chance than him.
my last question. Who you trust more, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, to get their team to the playoffs? Dennis.
Ron.
Dennis.
We knew you gonna skip Ron. We want your answer first. You always call it Ron. Tired of asking for your question. I knew you was gonna call me. That's what I was waiting for. I said, I know you're gonna do it. Come on.
I know I said Aaron Rodgers.
But this his question though. Isn't that what you said?
Right,
Dennis?
and we
It's his
keep-
question.
but
So
he
you
keeps
gotta
asking,
go.
I'm like, Ron, what happened? You answer.
No.
Okay.
You did that to me. No, you go. He said
Okay.
you go.
Okay, I know that.
Ron.
Go, Dennis.
Ron.
See, you ain't right. See, you hypocrite. You ain't
Let
right.
me get mine out. Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Well, of
That's
course,
what
that's
I
who
said.
you gonna say.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers.
You love Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't trust Tom Brady. He don't look like
I
himself.
trust Aaron Rodgers' arm physically, right now, more than I trust Tom Brady's arm physically. I'll add that.
What do you think, Dennis?
I'm going with Tom Brady.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I had my answer. I just know once we answered, you was gonna skip by. But that's all my questions. I knew you was gonna do it, so I just wasn't letting you do it. See, Sharon was gonna say what she was gonna say, but right now I wasn't letting you do it. I'm letting you know this on air with wax on it. I wasn't gonna let you do it. You did it
That's
twice
right,
already.
Dennis.
You wasn't
That's
doing
right,
it for a third
Dennis.
time. You
No.
wasn't doing it for a third time. See, Sharon tried to have your back, beside your back and everything. You know, how you got a trainer. You know how you got a trainer when you're a boxer. When you're a boxer, you got a trainer. They be back beside. Come on, champ. You got a champ. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm coming, Balboa. I'm coming, Balboa. I'm gonna eat you for lunch.
But see, Dennis, you gotta understand. I got you. I was having your back because I was gonna make sure he gave his answer, even if you went first. See, that's what was on my mind.
Let's see.
That ain't what it sound like.
You all that talking. You gotta trust me. You gotta trust your side Joan. You know your side Joan partner. You gotta trust me.
I hear you.
You know I always got your back. But my answer is Aaron Rodgers. Much as I can't stand them both.
Yeah, man.
Tom ain't looking right. He lost his wife. He is hurt. He hurt.
He don't look.
He loved that woman right there.
Yeah.
And she just fell out of love. So
they'll give him some more cheeks.
She gone.
But that's my last question. So then back to you.
No, that's it. That's all we had, right?
Okay, so can I ask a question?
Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. I got a question too. Go ahead.
What y'all think about this rumor? I don't know if it's been confirmed because I haven't been watching the breaking news. My breaking news popping up, and I haven't been watching it. I just didn't look at it. But what y'all think about the possibility of Udoka going over to the Nets?
I'm glad you asked.
I like it.
I just want y'all opinion. I want all of y'all opinion.
Okay, time go
Go ahead, Ron.
Go ahead, Ron.
We've been saying that Steve Kerr never got that job. They seen the Brooklyn Nets seen what that man did for Boston last year. And they were like, you know what? I'll take him.
Right.
He got that. Steve Nash had not even got there. This man got Boston there. Experience. That's how I think about it.
What you guys are?
Go ahead, Zara.
I like it. I mean, fresh start. All this shit came out. They obviously know what he can bring. He can handle egos. He had two of the better players in the league. First year took him to the championship. I think it's a good hire. I think it'll be the perfect coach for the team that's the way they're set up now.
All right.
I'm gonna say this right here.
So what's up, Dennis? What you think?
Yeah,
I want to
Dennis.
say this. I want to say this right here. I'm let y'all know this. Y'all heard it here first. Czar, stop touching that bag. I'm scared. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm scared. I was cool with the Nets not having a coach. When they had Steve Nash, I was cool. Now they make it Ime Udoka, I'm scared.
Yep.
They may run the East like they finally supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to see this. I'm scared.
Right.
So, Ron, I agree with you that that's the mechanics of why. Because they looked at what he did with Boston. I mean, everybody did. He was phenomenal with Boston. He coached those boys. He coached them up too. He did a damn good job. And the Nets need a real coach. So yeah, I see that. But I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. This is weird to me. After all the big to-do they made over that situation in Boston, they made all this noise about it. Mm-hmm. And then he's gonna get another job in the NBA like nothing. Now, I personally like him. I'm kind of suspicious of all them allegations and stuff, but I'm usually am. That's just me. I'm always suspicious of the allegations because people lie. And so, I'm just not so quick when people get accused of stuff. I'm not ready to hang them out to dry. Okay? That's not me. But they made, when I say they, I mean the NBA, the media, Boston, the sports announcers, everybody is just making such a big deal out of this mess and coming down hard on him like he's a piece of what. And then he just gets a job in another team. That's like cops who use excessive force, then go down the road to the next county and get another job as a cop. It's the same thing to me. It messes with my sensibilities. That's all. Should the man ever be allowed to work again?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't know what he did. Everybody speculating what he did. The details don't come out. So I don't know. To be honest, but do y'all feel me though? I'm not saying that he shouldn't get the job. It just makes me want to take a shower when I think about it. That's all.
Let me get my rhyme on.
Go ahead, Zar.
I hate to go there, but we've seen so many Caucasians get job after job for worse, job after job.
And guess what? What? And each time I felt the same way.
No. I know that, but I'm saying.
I was mad because I thought if it was a brother, he wouldn't get this opportunity.
Right. Exactly.
And here this dude is getting it. But
right.
I personally believe that the only reason why he's getting it is not because he's good. It's because it was Boston. That's my theory.
But that's Sharon. Hold on. That's Sharon. And also, again, from what I gathered, all he did was cheat and fuck with a bride. I don't care if you're a celebrity, you work at McDonald's or whatever, and you cheat or you work with hey, it is what it is. It's not that serious. They put too much on higher figures for that. To me, you shouldn't get in trouble for that. Again, from what I know that he did, like you said, we might not have all the information.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it just seemed like he was messing with some chicks.
No. Wait a minute. At first, it sounded like he was just messing with some chicks. Mm-hmm. But then remember how Matt Barnes and other people started coming out saying, "Oh, wait a minute, I found out more info. Oh, this is bad. Oh, okay.
Right.
Let me back up. Oh, that's kind of ooh." And I ain't saying nothing else. If it come out, it come out. I mean, they make it like it's something that's really terrible, right? If they're in the know, and they are the ones that's acting like this is something so terrible that I got to post another video and change my mind, then surely the Nets know what happened.
Right.
And so it just has me feeling like I need to take a shower. That's all. Right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not going to go that far Because what was wrong is what Ron said. Steve Nash should have never been the coach.
Right.
And we all know that.
I got a feeling it's something else. They not saying it.
No, they're not.
And to be honest, I don't think they wanted him from the jump. Now be clear, they Boston.
No, I don't think they wanted him.
I don't think
they could have had any. They could have practically had any coach they wanted. They picked him. The owner loves him. Loved him.
But if you love this man,
he did.
But something else went down.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and they shouldn't tell all of it.
Right.
It's none of our business. They told us too much to start with. That's my opinion. We shouldn't have even known as much as we found out.
Right.
But yes, it's obvious and clear that something else went down, Ron, because like I said, those in the NBA circles, some of them sprinkled around have been told what it is.
And now be honest, he just the first one to get caught. How many of the other coaches out here?
It's a whole lot of them, according to Stephen A. Smith and others. They see it all the time. It's a known thing, but that's irrelevant. I don't care how many others it is. I don't care. It's just like people talking about Michigan State fighting with Michigan. Do you know how often that happens and nothing is said about it?
Right.
Many times.
Right.
Many times. And now, because it was broadcast, because somebody just happened to catch it on video.
Yeah.
It's like the worst example of poor sportsmanship that anybody's ever seen in their life. Clutching their pearl. No. I've seen worse and I've heard about worse.
Right.
But anyway, I just thought I would ask that question about that because I heard it just before I came into the room. Go ahead, Dennis.
I'm going to say this. For some reason, and I don't know why, it must be the ignorant thinking in me, but for some strange reason, I truly believe that he had sex with the boss's daughter. Now, I ain't saying that the boss's daughter is no underage child, nothing like that. I think she's a grown woman, adult, but it's still a no-no. And I think that's what made all this what it is. That is just my assumption. That's what I always thought.
I think that's a big possibility.
Right.
And then there's another thought that goes by that just makes me think, maybe the last coach who moved up higher into the office, was no longer coach no more, got jealous of the situation.
No,
well,
he doesn't want to coach anymore. Okay, remember in the press conference when he was asked, are you going to, go back to the bench and coach? In his absence, he said, no, I don't want to do that anymore.
What?
He clearly said it. Nope.
But if he was to go, if he was to go back though, Sharon, and they don't go back to the championship, it would look real bad on him. That's why he don't want to go back to that situation.
Well, I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know.
But
I don't know. I can't say for sure that that's the reason because remember, he was doing okay, but they promoted him to do something else because he's better at whatever else he's doing than he is as a coach. So I don't necessarily know that or think that. I don't know.
That's just my thoughts, people.
I got you.
That was one question. Here's my other question. And Ron, I'll let you go first with this. How in the blue hell did Calvin Ridley get traded today? That's what I want to know. How somebody that's suspended get traded today?
Into the Jaguars.
Just threw me off all the way up. Like
Dennis.
It's the Jaguars.
Let me say this. And you said all the time, it is such a boring every day. Right? Yes or no? Answer that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then. So who's the sucker in this? The Jaguars, right?
The Jaguars, but I just
Okay.
I thought when
So,
you suspended, you suspended. I didn't think you was eligible to be traded.
Now,
Or
if he comes back next season and he's balling out, then they won't be so stupid.
right.
They won't be.
But like you just said, Sharon, if what we say
if.
about if, right?
Yeah,
If my auntie had nuts.
Nah, if was a fifth, I'd be drunk.
Hey, but my quick 2 cents is good riddance, and let them have a problem now. So why not?
Right. We got 2 draft picks.
Right. He ain't gonna play. We don't know when he's gonna play. So if the Jaguars want to take that chance, like they said, it's high risk, high reward.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure they put something in that contract. Those are
a couple of executives said before he got suspended, they thought he was the best receiver in football. I don't know what type of wine they were drinking at the time, but that's what they said. So they're taking that chance.
I would say this: a lot of teams were trying to get him. A lot of them. I think his upside was high. I'm not gonna say that he was the best at that time, right? But his upside was great.
He got bigger upside than a lot of the
other wide receivers is getting all these accolades and dropping shit. How about that?
If you just looking at the year before he got suspended, he was balling. And if you look at 2 years ago, he was balling. Mm-hmm. So they're looking at what the man done 2 years ago and last year, what he was doing. So back to you, Dennis.
All right, this is my last one. This one, Sharon can answer this one. With these wide receivers in Pittsburgh, at least going on for a decade plus, that y'all been having wide receivers with, as they say, diva issues. But why have y'all had so many? Is what I want to know. Because they also said that one of the reasons they got rid of, this is what was said, I don't know how true this is. One of the reasons they got rid of Claypool is because the way he's been acting for the last couple of weeks, and especially it's crazy he was acting on the sideline in the Eagles game. And I was just sitting back thinking, like, they had some problem wide receivers. Wow, but why?
What did he do on the sideline? I missed that.
They said on the Eagles game on the sidelines, he was acting real crazy over there, yelling, upset.
Okay, so because he was yelling and upset, now he's crazy too?
Well, they label him as a diva. You know how they do wide receivers. Once you do too much stuff, you consider a diva.
Yeah, because if Tom Brady yelled, he's a leader.
Man, he's a leader.
But why is it when he yell, he's not? He crazy, out of control, and a problem. So we're gonna trade you. And then why would you trade him with what we have left? Look at what we have left at wide receiver. We ain't got to worry about them being a diva because they ain't gonna catch nothing. They drop more than they catch. I'm still mad that they got rid of Juju. You can say what you want. You can make the TikTok joke all you want. That was 2 seasons ago. Get over it. I'm saying Juju was better than what we got on there as far as wide receivers right now, since Claypool is gone. That's my opinion. And I don't understand why they made that move. That was a mistake to me. 2nd round draft pick, that's great. But I don't know. I'm not convinced that was a smart move. But to answer your question about why we have so many diva wide receivers, I don't see that we have any more than anybody else, really. Not at one time.
No, it wasn't at one time.
I don't feel that way. It's just like when AB was there, AB was cool. He was cool as a fan. Then
until he got that money.
He got that hit. See, what's his name? My baby.
Montez Burfict.
No. what's his name? Oh God, on ESPN. What's my man's name?
Bart Scott?
No, he used to play for the Steelers. Ryan Clark was saying it was after he got his money. No, it wasn't after he got his money. He had already started flipping out before he got his money. Well, no, it was after he got his money, but after he got his money, he was still balling out until he got hit by this is Burfict. That was his name?
Montez Burfict, yeah.
Yeah. And after that,
But
he was
that
worse.
was
Now,
extreme.
you know, they always show footage of him from college and how he did weird, crazy, wild stuff when he was in college too. Yeah, he did. But getting your head hit like that makes whatever you were worse. It just makes it even worse. I mean, but getting back to what you said originally, I mean, I could think about some other wide receivers that real arrogant. What's the dude? Was it DK Metcalf? Isn't he a wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He having a good season. Probably because of the quarterback. But I don't know. I haven't looked up his numbers.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either.
And then look at Adams over at the Raiders. He was all that in the bag of chips at the Packers. Now he's at the Raiders and can't catch nothing. What's up with that?
They say when you go to the Raiders, that's where wide receivers' careers go to die. I thought it was going to change because they was in Vegas, but it don't look like it changed at all.
Well, their mistake is they should have kept the guy who came after Gruden. They should have kept him because he had the trust and the respect of the locker room. They didn't need to go get dude. They didn't need him. What's his name? Josh McDaniels in his name?
Yeah, McDaniels.
So you got this man who got y'all through the rest of the season, through the playoffs even.
Make to the playoffs and everything.
Right. This man who took over at a tumultuous time in the season, did all this work, gained their respect, kept them motivated, kept them going to finish out the season, and then you're going to get a job with this dude as a first-time head coach. And if you look at Belichick's tree, his tree doesn't do that well.
No, they don't.
So why would you do that?
That's Josh McDaniels' second time, actually.
Huh?
That's Josh McDaniels' second time. He coached the Denver Broncos before. He didn't do
yeah.
good there.
How long? How many years did he last?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, he was that bad. That's why I forgot, because he was that bad. I remember it now that you say it.
Yeah.
It got me sweating and pissed me off now talking about them. Because I really wanted them to do better because I like Derek Carr. I like him, and I believe he's a better quarterback than he's given credit. But every time he gets into these ruts and had these bad, everybody wants to call him trash, and he's not a trash quarterback. There's something else going on. I keep saying that.
I don't think he's trash.
No, I don't think he's trash at all. It's just like Kirk Cousins is not trash. He's not trash. He just needed to be more consistent because you never knew when Kirk was going to have a bad game. He would have 3 straight great games, and then 4th game he looked like terrible, like he done forgot how to quarterback. You just didn't know. He was too inconsistent. But if he would get his consistency together, he could go all the way. I've said this his whole career. Nobody listened to me, but that's fine.
I like the way Kirk Cousins is playing right now. And I'm not even a Kirk Cousins fan, but I like the way he's playing.
He's playing the best football he has ever played, ever. So
my thing is I want to see what he would do in the playoffs. That's my thing.
We'll find out.
If he win the first game and get bounced out or win back-to-back games in the playoffs, then I'm gonna say yeah, he's legit.
Let him know, Ron.
Well, he already got one play. He got one playoff win.
So, Josh put in here that Brian Shaw should be the head coach of the Nets. So if they don't get Ime, do you think Brian Shaw would be a good pick?
Yeah, I think Brian Shaw.
Yeah. He been around the game.
You know what, Shannon? I honestly believe that some of these NBA teams need to start looking at some of these women head coaches and giving them a shot. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but I believe that they should give them a shot. After you've been through so many trash coaches, you can't get no worse by giving these women a shot.
Well, no, I agree with you that you can't get any worse, but you got to remember who you're talking to over here. You know how I feel about that. I'm just I just don't even. I hate to see these men. It's just like I hate seeing these men being WNBA coaches. I hate it. Yeah. Hate it.
Stephen A. feel the same way.
Huh?
Stephen A. Smith feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel like the men should coach the men and women should coach the women. That's what I think. But see, it's not a sexist thing. It's more about the locker room for me.
Right.
As a former athlete in some ways, I guess you could call it, I know what a locker room means to an athlete. And that's your safe space. You can't feel like you're in a safe space if you got to be on guard, especially if you were raised right and you got to watch what you say. Because you know how when we in the Zoom, Jay Will can barely say a joke because he's worried because Miss Sharon is in the room. That stuff is real. It's about your upbringing. And so you got fellas in the locker room, they don't have time to be worried about offending a woman because she's in there. They don't have time for that. And if you got to be, all uptight, oh, did she hear me? And all that. No, that's not the place for the locker room is not the place for that. That's how I feel about it. Now, maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I feel about it. Sorry. And then when I'm in there with my girls talking, I don't need some man hearing what we're talking about.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for showing up to Talk US Tuesday. As you can see. Wait a minute. Anybody got any last words? I'm sorry about that.
Hey, y'all.
Hit it, Ron.
Thank you to the fans. Without y'all, we would not be doing this. And if y'all got any questions you want me to be on the show, send them
to me.
Stop, Czar.
Like the Ron pose. Let me get the Ron pose.
God bless. Good night.